Well, hello all. Hey, today we're actually heading down to Parks, down to the Fly'n For Fun, and it's pretty early here. Well, no, it's not even 6 o'clock yet, so the sun hasn't yet come up. So we'll get this plane out and we'll get cracking, and I'll tell you all about Fly'n For Fun on the way down, eh? Yeah, we'll get the plane out and get going. We've got a fuel stop along the way. It's about 4 hours flying time, so a little bit over. Anyway, yeah, we'll get going. Well, I think we're good to go. We've done a pre-flight, and have a look behind. The sun's coming up, beautiful, and yeah, we're going to be heading due south pretty much from here. I'm a bit excited. This is going to be a hell of a day. It's going to be really cool. So anyway, hope you come along with me. Just if you want to, please like and subscribe. Okay. Helps us sort of keep things kicking and keeps me a little bit invigorated as well. But yeah, please like and subscribe. I hope you like the content, and anyway, we'll get going. Carby heat to cold. Choke on a little bit, probably won't need that. Throttle open 10 mil. Master switch is on. Fuel bills pump on, and we should be good to go. Clear, prop. Alright, we did need a little bit of choke. Oh, there you go. Alrighty. Well, we have oil pressure. This is good. It's pretty cool down here at the moment. It'll take a little while to warm up actually. Probably take me a little while to warm up. Alright, well, we'll do our checks, our pre-takeoff checks. Controls are all good. Cabin doors all closed and latched. Flight controls are all nice and free. Good. Right, fuel shut-off valves on, all instruments are set, will be. Okay, a little bit nervous to be honest. A little bit apprehensive. It's been a while since I've done a big trip, and yeah, last one I did, as you all know, to Callumalla, wasn't real good. Or it was actually a great trip. The ending wasn't real good. Fuel shutter valves on, fuel check, had a fuel here. We've got 75 litres on board. So 75 litres is 3 3/4 hours of flying. And our first stop is in 2 hours and 20, so we've got heaps on board. Elevator trimmed to neutral. Do our ignition check in a minute when things warm up a little bit. Fronts are all in the green, they're all looking good. Alright, well we'll do our power checks. We'll set our flaps to 1 for takeoff. We're pretty much good to go. Alright, we'll do our run-ups. Idle. Model beautiful. Awesome. Well, we might get going. Landing light on, strobe light on. Fuel boost pumps on. All switches are on. All in the green. Let's run tracks.
Techfield traffic, Jabiru 8386, taxiing the runway 28 for departure, Techfield.
Alright, just a quick check again. We're all looking good here, everything's in the green. Flaps to 1, trim to neutral. Fuel boost pumps on, should be good to go.
Techfield traffic, Jabiru 8386, centering and rolling runway 28 for takeoff, Techfield.
No one on our left. No. Alright. All things are clear. Alright, we're good to go. Flaps up. We're away. Oh, 20 past 6. Pretty early. Jesus. Oh, it's absolutely beautiful up here this morning. Absolutely beautiful. Like I said, it's absolutely beautiful up here this morning. Looks like we've got a couple of balloons in front of us. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, we'll be pretty close to them fairly shortly. But yeah, we're going to be we're climbing up to 3,000 feet. We'll maintain that for a bit. But yeah, it's absolutely glorious morning. Beautiful, perfect for flying. Will you have a look at this out here? Like, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I know I've said it a few times, but yeah, big man's definitely looking after me. Something else. It's been a little while since I've flown over these hills, so yeah, it's really cool. It's yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Be out here again doing this. Yeah, it's been too long. So yeah. So here we are. We're about 40 minutes into the trip, and I've had everything. I've had a 20 knot headwind. Then it went down to 10, now it's 0. Yeah, it's just beautiful, you know, so I've just come over a little mountain range and yeah, before that it was really bumpy. I actually slowed the plane down to about roughly 80 knots, 75, 80 knots, which was pretty bumpy. Wasn't too good at all, wasn't much fun. So yeah, anyway, we're tracking pretty well. We're making up a little bit of time now because we've got 0 wind. We're pretty much sitting on 110 ground speed, which is cool. Given I've got a little bit on board. Yeah, 5,500 feet, basically, so yeah, we're cruising. If it stays like this, I'll be pretty happy, but I'm guessing the other side of the next range, yeah, just up here, which things could change a little bit, so anyway. We'll take it as it comes. Yeah, I've been looking at the wind. It doesn't really change, doesn't matter what height I'm at.
Okay, well we're tracking pretty well at the moment. We're just over Gunnedah town, well it's in New South Wales. Sort of, yeah, beautiful place, just beautiful countryside, and lo and behold, if there's not a wind farm ahead of us, I've just counted, this is how smart we are in Australia, I've just counted 56 of these in one area, these windmills in one area, and there is one going. One out of 56. That'll be generating a lot, or making a lot of good, wouldn't it? Probably doing next to nothing. Desecrate the land to put them in. They all carry 2,000 litres of oil each. The amount of fuel, oil, etc. that we're going to putting these things in would be just out of this world. And they never recoup the amount of carbon that's been created through the product manufacturing. That's really smart, isn't it? Look at them. That's unbelievable. 56 of them and only one gallon. Unbelievable. I lose it over those things, let me tell you. Sorry about that. I don't normally put this stuff in a video, but I might just put it in this one. This is unbelievable. Oh, there's a whole heap out to the right as well. I haven't counted those, but that'd be easily that many again. And I can't even see any of those going. That's unbelievable. Anyway, maybe Gunnedah made some money out of it. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, we're off to Gunnedah, and yeah, we'll stop into Gunnedah for a fuel stop and walk around, which will be good. And certainly won't do my back any harm, that's for sure. I'd like to get out and have a bit of a walk around. Alrighty, I'll see you again soon. Yeah, what a good way to desecrate a nice hillside, eh? Yeah, actually I'm corrected. I've got to stand to be corrected. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 going out of 56. God, they're scary looking things, I reckon. I hate them. That's unreal.
Well, we've landed at Gunnedah. Oh, it is beautiful. It's it's a bit fresh down here, I gotta say. I didn't put enough clothes on. Coming over the hills, it was like 5 degrees Celsius. Oh, it's freezing. But yeah, anyway, we're here now. So yeah, so we'll fuel up, and then yeah, we'll get going to parks. There's some others here that are fueling up in the background. They're heading to parks for the day. But yeah, because we'll be camping overnight. But yeah, anyway, it's a beautiful little airstrip this is. They've spent a lot of money and a lot of time on this one. So yeah, she's a ripper country strip. So all bitumen, yeah, which is I'm not real keen on. But anyway, yeah, we're here, so we'll throw some fuel in and get going. Okay, well we're fueled up here. Fuel is $2.83, $2.83. You know what? Half gas is the same price as 98 in Brisbane. That's pretty cool. So I should have yeah, brought some 20-litre containers down to take home. Anyway, all right, so yeah, we're off to parks now. We're all fueled up, we're all ready to go. Check the plane over, it's looking really good. Yeah, so we'll get going. So the sooner we're at parks, the better, and then we can get set up and settle in for the night.
Okay, we'll do a quick run up, and then we're actually going to depart on 1-1 and not 2-9 here. The wind swung around a little bit, so yeah, we'll depart on 1-1. Alright, all our instruments are all in the green. Run up, 2000 revs, brakes work. Alright, we're good to go. On green, everything's good. Trim to neutral, flaps to 1. Gunnedah traffic, Jabiru 8386, entering and lining up 1-1 for departure to the south. Gunnedah. Alright, fuel pumps on, landing lights on, strobes on, and we are good to go. Heaps of fuel. Sail is up. We are off the ground. Actually, I could have lifted off a bit quicker then, I sort of held it on the ground a little bit. I met a fella back at Gunnedah there, and we were pretty happy with the price of fuel. The price of avgas is basically the same as 98 in Brisbane. So yeah, that was pretty cool. But anyway, yeah, it was good actually. I was pretty happy with that. So, but yeah, the amount of fuel they use at Gunnedah over 12 months. Yeah, it's barely empty the tank. Anyway, here we go. Oh, I'm looking forward to getting to parks and relaxing for a bit. That'll be good. And hopefully I'll be landing on the cross trip, which will be dirt. Yeah, a little bit nicer than landing on bitumen. So we've almost made it. We're what are we? We're only 15 minutes out from Park, so this is pretty cool. We're about 20 nautical miles roughly to the north of Parks. So yeah, anyway, look at this beautiful country once again. It's been a great flight. I'll tell you what, I'll put in my radio calls and so forth shortly, and then we'll enter into Parks. So I shall see you guys at Parks, eh? Yeah, boy! We have arrived at Parks, and I landed on the grass and did a just awesome landing. Got some people waving out to the left here, that's really cool. So good, so we're going to cruise around to the camping spot, which should be
Parks traffic cross at 862 is entering and backtracking on 11 departure off now 22.
Oh no, I'm lost. This is where we've got to go. Well, this is interesting. It's a bit of a bush track here. I've never camped here before. I came here 2 years ago. Me and a mate actually flew down and back in one day. That was one hell of an effort. But yeah, so we are about to enter into the camping spot, which is cool. And yeah, and then we'll get set up. I really need to find where this aircraft build is happening, and yeah, we've got to pull up pretty much here, and then yeah, pull the aeroplane into where it's got to go. Alrighty, I'll catch you guys soon.
Alright, well, we've got parked up. We had a couple of blokes give us a bit of a hand to push it in, which is rather good of them. They were in the helicopter in the background there, and yeah, so I'm a bit out of puff. Jesus, I'm unfit, honestly. I've been sitting on the couch too long. I haven't worked for 6-7 weeks, so don't think I'm reasonably fit, but can tell I'm not at the moment. But anyway, yeah, we'll get set up and then we'll be good to go. We'll go and have a look around. This will be fun. There's heaps here, so yeah, I'll show you guys around. Well, you never guess what I just found, the Bushcat build. So I'm not sure whether there's 25 ladies at the moment on it, working on it, but I'll tell you what, they're all been pretty busy on it, and it's almost finished, which is yeah, pretty special. Anyway, I might try and catch up with a couple of them, just see how they're getting on. So this is pretty impressive. This is very impressive. Well, looks like all the girls are absolutely flat out here, having a fair dip, and they're of all ages. They're all usually putting bits and pieces or finishing off bits and pieces. A couple of lads down the back here, they must be supervisors obviously. But yeah, once again, yeah, it looks like they've almost finished it, which is pretty good. I think it's Maiden voyage is 4 o'clock this afternoon, so yeah, very impressive, and it looks absolutely beautiful. Alright, so we're going to try. Alright, so we're going to try and sneak in here and see if we can just do a quick lap around and stay out of people's way. Alright, we've got bits and pieces going on down the back here. I think they're actually doing the door builds and so forth, but yeah, there's girls everywhere. Snow back here. And sort of see, like I said, supervisor's area down the back here. I've got James, and I don't know the other girl's name, but anyway, James over the back here, he's finishing off the doors, and everything's going really, really well. They've got a rego number. That's a good start to get it in the air. And got the global stickers on it. That looks so good. I'll see if I could snake over here. See James. So yeah, see how he's going. I better not interrupt him. Actually, I will sneak in. Oh, no, I won't. I was a bit hesitant then. I'll just stay out of his way. But yeah, no, this is impressive. This is impressive. The girls have done well. Hey, sweet, how you going? The build's going good?
Yeah, I think so.
You've been here the whole week? Yeah, good. Oh, yeah. No, well done, mate. See ya. G'day.
Hey, how's it going, mate?
Yeah, good, mate. How are you? Hello, mate. Just quickly, how's it going?
We're going good. We're building an airplane.
You're doing a pretty impressive job on the looks of it. and you're going to be in the air by 4 o'clock?
I think so.
We're
We're not racing, but we'll be done. But I think it looks good.
I reckon you'll make it easy by the looks of it. Yours on a few finishes.
Yeah, we'll have that answer. Start the engine up and see if it wants to go.
All going well. All right, mate. Thank you. Hi, Dale. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, good. You've been here the whole week, have you?
Yeah,
Oh, good on you. What's your name?
Shiloh.
Shiloh?
Yeah.
Oh, good on you,
Nice.
Dale. And have you been around aeroplanes before? Or much
no,
before?
Like, I've done that recreational parts certificate, but that's as much in the last couple of years, so that's as much as I've sort of been with them.
Oh, this
but
is
yeah,
so good.
engineering's a new. Didn't know much about it before coming here, but
Yeah,
now
yeah,
I can leave saying I can build an airplane, so that's good.
Oh, you should be very proud. Very proud of what you've done.
Thank you.
You girls have done an awesome job.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been a good week.
Well done. Thank you. Well, that was pretty good. And we'll get away from this air compressor. But yeah, no, very, very impressive. The girls have got food, tea, coffee. I'm betting they needed heaps of coffee along the way. But yeah, so this is impressive. All right, we'll go and have a bit more of a look around the rest of the show and see what's about, eh? All right, this tent here behind us. There's a lady I saw at the last airport I was at. But yeah, this tent here we've got we've got a Garmin and all sorts of bits and pieces in here. So we might just have a look in here and see what's going on, and then we'll have a bit of a look at some aeroplanes around the place. Hello. Well, we've got IOR Aviation here. We've got Go Fly online. Honestly, when I first started getting my license, I signed up with Go Fly, and they're really, really good. They're a great bunch of people, and they help you out no end. It's really, really good. And who we got over here? So, hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
So who we got over here?
This is Bob Tate's Aviation Theory School.
Yep.
Well, I'm chewing my my lolly, but thank you.
Midway for lunch. Yep.
We look after all the theory books to help pilots from where to go.
Well, okay.
Through to IREX.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Yeah, cool.
yeah,
Well,
it's very much.
that's good. I have purchased some of these books. Absolutely. So yeah,
Yes,
I
most
have that
people
one.
have.
I have that one.
Yeah, so we have the different variety. We have the CPLs, the IREX,
Yep.
and that sort of thing. So yeah, it's wonderful.
Yeah, no, they're good. No, they're very, very good. And you know what I liked about them the best is that it's like they talk in layman's terms.
Oh yeah.
And it's very easy to understand.
Yeah, and that's the ethos of Bob's books. It's just to pass books,
Yep.
to pass the exam.
Yeah, they're very good. Well
Well,
done.
and just enjoy your day out.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right, now we've got Garmin. We've got all the new fancy stuff from Garmin here. God almighty, have a look at this. Imagine this in the Jabiru. That'd be something else, wouldn't it? A dash like that. So yeah, that's very fancy. Beautiful. What else? Cumulus Air Park. Oh, these guys are actually up in Queensland. And it's a bit special. I would love to live up there, and I've just built this new strip. It's yeah, it's pretty impressive actually. Hello mate, how are you? So you're in Cumulus Air Park, eh?
Yeah, Cumulus Air Park up at Gympie in Queensland.
So I've flown over it a couple of times.
Oh yeah?
We're from Heckfield, so
Oh, yeah.
on the Gold Coast, yeah. So
Oh, very good.
flown over it.
We've got some accommodation, on-site accommodation. So next time
Oh,
you're
okay.
flying over, call in and
You
stay with us.
guys have a pamphlet I could have, or
no, just come through the website.
oh, okay, right.
Yeah, just let
no,
us know
look out.
through the website. Put an inquiry through the website.
Oh,
Yeah.
sounds good. All right, mate. Thank you.
All right,
Cheers
no
for that.
worries.
See ya. All right, Cumulus Air Park. That is so cool, and they've got accommodation there. So, yeah, we shall. Yeah, we'll have to have a look at that, eh? So, what have we got out here? We've got a whole heap of aeroplanes. This is the area where they're doing the seminars. So I'm not sure what's on at the moment. Well, who's talking, but flying positive. Oh, there'd be. Oh, I can see a fella in there that I haven't seen for a while, and he is top notch in RAAus. So, and it's all, these are all put on by Recreational Aviation Australia too. It's the whole thing is something else, honestly. So we've got Anderson Aviation here with their Bristols. These are an absolutely beautiful little aeroplane. They are something else. The finish is absolutely beautiful. And yeah, just everything about them. They're so nice. All full Garmin, all the rest of it. Just the finish, interior is beautiful. A two-seater. So you'd have to be happy with that, wouldn't you? They're just absolutely just top notch. Well, I just ran into a bloke who subscribes to me. That was pretty cool. And yeah, while I'm sitting around those Bristols here, I can't get away from them. They're like a big magnet. We shall just have a bit of a look inside this one here. This looks absolutely beautiful. Have a look at this, will you? Isn't that something special? How's the paint job? Paint job is just absolutely beautiful. Oh, look at this, eh? Oh, how nice is that? That is just absolutely beautiful. I'd love to fly one of these. They go like a rocket as well. They're so nice. Anyway, moving right along, we shall have a little bit of a look at a plane over here. We've got the Aeroprat 32. They're just a great little aeroplane too. I know a couple of fellows with these planes, and they're pretty good for short takeoff and landing as well. They've got the Rotax engine in them, the 912s and so forth, and yeah, they're just a great aeroplane. They're pretty strong. They're not real quick, but in saying that, they're very sturdy. Just yeah, beautiful. And how's the finish on this, eh? And the wing area is massive. Flaperons. It's really simple little aircraft, and yeah, reliable, strong. Just a great little aeroplane actually. And this one here, that looks rather nice too. Now this is a little bit different. I wonder if I can. Oh no, it's the same. But yeah, great aircraft. So so these Vixens, I've actually got a little bit of history with a Vixen. I did my RPL in a Vixen, something similar to this, and it was just beautiful to fly, I've got to say. I was very impressed with it. I jumped in it and just basically just flew it. Like it was so easy to fly. I loved it. So yeah, it brings back some good memories. I've flown in a Vixen twice, I think, when I got my RPL, and yeah, just a great aeroplane. Now I'm going to head over here to a glider. So I'm pretty keen to get in a glider, I've got to tell you. There's a few really good gliding clubs around Queensland, and I'll hopefully get a catch up with one in the next couple of weeks and go out and say good day. It's a mother and daughter team that own this particular gliding club. Won't give too much away because I haven't got there yet, and yeah, who knows what my life might bring in the next couple of weeks, but yeah, I hope to really get out and go gliding. I think that'll be a lot of fun. But we'll go over and have a look at this one. This is a fairly small glider, and it is beautiful. Hello, mate.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Very well.
I'm
Richard. Nice to meet
pleased to meet you, Richard. All right, so we've got Richard here, and where are you from, mate?
From Bathurst Soaring Club.
Bathurst Soaring Club, and how long have you guys been going for?
Well, we've been in existence for about 55 to 60 years,
Oh.
and we've been at our own private airstrip for 52 years now.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
oh,
so
well done.
quite an established
Well done.
club.
And Bathurst, you get some good winds out around Bathurst too, wouldn't you? Or
Yeah,
plenty
it's,
of lift out there.
Yeah, it's an interesting site. There's a little bit of tiger country to get across,
Yep,
but yeah, accessible for those that live in Sydney to come out and fly.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, as I said, quite an established club.
Yep.
At the airfield, we've got probably 45 to 50 gliders based there, most of them
wow.
privately owned.
Yep.
As a club, we have 4 two-seat training aircraft and 2 single-seat trainers. Yeah, so really focused on training, training, new student pilots as well as.
One of those would be me.
Yeah,
I'm pretty keen to get in the glider.
Oh, I'd love to have you there.
Have a crack at it. Yeah, so we've got, well, I'm from up in Queensland, and we've got some pretty good gliding clubs up in Queensland.
You sure do.
So yeah, and Boona, there's a lot of gliders out of Boona and out sort of west of there. So yeah, I'm pretty keen to jump in a glider and have a crack at it. And I've heard it's well, I fly a tail dragger, so that's a bit different.
It is a little different. Well,
it's a bit different.
We definitely use it.
This is a bit different.
We use tail draggers to get us into the air quite often. Just the old Piper Pawnees.
And stuff, yeah.
But yeah, look, I think for yourself or anyone that's interested in gliding, most gliding clubs are very welcoming and have programs to get people into the sport. So this one we've got here is a pretty special machine.
Oh, we'll go and have a look at it,
So this is what's called a mini lac. It's built in Europe. It's pretty new, this one. The term mini is because it's got only very short and stubby wings. So it's only a 13.5 metre glider, where most gliders will be 15 to 20 metres or 18 metres. The other interesting thing around this particular glider is you may have noticed it's got a propeller at the front. Little whiskers pop out, so it's a 1 metre propeller.
As soon as it starts spinning,
so centrifugal force just to get it out to start with, and then it'll grab, grab the air, and then the force of that will hold the propeller in the out position. It's really the Tesla of gliders. It's a fully electric powered engine. So this particular glider, so FES stands for forward or front electronic sustainer, but in this glider, in this particular configuration, it is also a self-launch, which makes it really quite accessible for soaring in a single type setup. So I can take this for a fly, and I don't need a tug, or I don't need someone running the wing. I can just simply charge my batteries and go for a soar.
And away you go.
Yeah.
And away you go. And tell me about that. I'm guessing what these are for on the wings, but tell me about those, mate.
Yeah, so these are the spoilers, lift dumpers, speed brakes, whatever you want to call them. But they're not so much a speed brake. They are a spoiler. They will dump lift. As I'm sure you can appreciate, a glider is pretty slippery, very, very efficient. And so when you're coming into land, you need to be able to remove some of that efficiency. So by then popping the spoilers out, not only does it dump lift, it creates a little bit of additional drag. This glider is fully flapped as well, so you'll get into landing configuration, make it as dirty as possible, increase the drag, get you on the ground without a lot of the slipperiness. I'm very fortunate to have access to this glider. It's a lot of fun.
Going to be pretty to have a look in the cockpit. Beautiful, mate. Well, that's pretty simple, isn't it? Really.
So you're pretty much laying down in this glider, so it's very, very comfortable, especially if you're on a long flight. Comfort is critical. Full visibility out of the cockpit. As you can see. Mostly electronic instruments and what have you.
Yeah, beautiful. All right, mate. No, well done. I've got a smile from ear to ear. This is beautiful.
So you're definitely going to have to go for a flight. But as I said, all gliding clubs are very, very welcoming of people that are interested, whether that just be for a general joy flight or to go and learn. It is a cost-effective way of getting into aviation.
Yeah, and there's a whole different sciences too to gliding as well. It's one thing to, learn to fly AVP or whatever. But I think from what I've heard, and my old boss years ago, he was an ag pilot. He always said to me, if you ever go and get your pilot's license, you should go and get your gliders first.
Yeah, I think for me, there's two things which are really important, which gliding teaches anyone interested in aviation. One is you're much more confident if you've got an engine out situation in a powered plane. If you've been in a glider before, other than this one, they're typically without an engine, so you're trained to land. There's no go round. The second thing, and equally important, is the secondary effects of a glider are much more pronounced. Big, long, skinny wings, ailerons will create drag, so you're going to get those secondary effects, which are much more pronounced, which is obviously critical for anyone learning to fly to actually understand the dynamics of flight as it stands.
Oh, beautiful. They remind me of an albatross. Every time I see one, they remind me of an albatross.
Oh, quite often you'll meet one in a thermal as well.
I'll
come and have a look at you and try and work out who you are. Exactly.
All right, mate. Noel, thanks very much, mate.
No, my pleasure.
Great to meet you. And if anyone's round Bathurst or the general area, go and check out Bathurst Soaring Club, and I'm sure they'll be only be too happy to help you out.
Fantastic. Thanks.
Thank you, mate. All right, what a great chat with Richard. That was pretty cool. He's inspired me to jump into a glider. So that's for sure. And I'll keep showing you these aeroplanes here. We've got a bit going on. So this is a Technam. These Technams, they're a bit special too. Beautiful aircraft. Technams are predominantly built very, very tough. And they're nice and slippery, great aeroplane in the air. Just a good all-rounder, to be honest. And who we got over the back here? Oh, this is RAAus runway setup. And what do we got here? This aeroplane is massive. I've actually seen inside this plane. This is ages ago. It's normally parked over at the big hangar where the museum is. So they've obviously towed it over here, but have a look at this thing. It is absolutely massive. Imagine being in that all day long. So we have, who do we have here? We have Gap Aviation, and they're actually from the same airfield that I'm from, and they're doing a great job, and they're all part of the build, Bushcat build at the moment. So when they sell their slings and this aeroplane here, this particular aeroplane here, the Orion, that almost won the style competition last year, and James in it was only beaten by about 2 feet or something ridiculous. It was there next to nothing. So we've got some great people with Gap, and we'll just have a look at their sling. They've got their latest slings here. I'll be surprised if they actually haven't got the 4-seater here, to be honest. I'd really love to show the 4-seater. And this is the Sling High Wing, and these are great little aircraft. I saw one of these take off from the field the other day, and it's beautiful, good finish. Gap do a great finish on the product. So have a look at this, will you? The one in front of us now, the low wing, is actually a 4-seater. I want to show you guys inside that, because this is a bit special. Nice finish once again, and yes, this is the Sling TSI. How's this, That's just a beautiful little aeroplane, absolutely beautiful, 4-seater. I'm not altogether sure what the maximum takeoff weight is on these. I'm guessing it's above 600 kilos. And very, very nice. So, and of course they run the Rotax engine. And yeah, great aeroplane. You'd have to be happy to own one of those, that's for sure. Well, I wonder how these girls are getting on with their aircraft build. We might just stick our heads in and have a bit of a look and see how they're going, eh? Alright, well, final touches are coming along by the looks of it. I can't be too far off putting the doors on, to be honest. Oh, look at this smiley looking bloke here, will you? And I know this bloke here too with a striped shirt on. I better just say g'day. Hello mate, how you going? How you been?
Good, mate, yeah.
Yeah, that's good. It's good. You blokes aren't causing any trouble, are you?
No, we just have to make sure they're doing it right.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they must be nearly pretty close to being finished, to be honest. Get on the finishing touches. So yeah, sorry? Yeah. Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah, no, gotta do your fly up, mate. Alright, well, what have we got in the next tent here? We inspire and connect people through aviation. This is another recreational aviation team. Look like they're doing a great job. They've got all their merch here. I've actually bought a couple of hats and I think I might need to buy another one. If they've got a men's cap here, I'd be pretty keen to take one of those home. Actually, and they have, look at that. Oh, my partner's going to be so impressed that I'm coming home with a new cap. So yeah, I better grab one of those before I go. Hello mate. So it'd be a little bit how you going if I didn't come over to the Jabiru tent. Just yeah, it wouldn't be cricket, would it? So I better come over and say good day to the boys and girls over here and see what they got going on and have a look at the planes that they've got. And they've got a beautiful, nice new J230 here, and yeah, I'd love to get in that and give it a crack, that's for sure. So yeah, we'll have a look around, eh? So here we are, good folk from Bundaberg, from Jabiru, and it's got a good little setup here actually. So the J230 is the 6-cylinder motor in them. But this one here, I believe that we're looking at the moment, is a 4-seater model, and yeah, but it's a 2-seater at the moment, but it is actually built as a 4-seater. So I think a lot of these go to the States, if I'm not wrong, and they put another set of seats in them. So yeah, over here we'll go and have a little bit of a look at this one. So this is the J230 with the Gen 4 engine in it. It's slightly different to mine. Actually I can see quite a few differences. It's much better layout than what mine is. But yeah, good little aeroplane, good sturdy, hardy little aeroplane. Great to learn in. And yeah, can't go wrong really, and they're all fiberglass build, so yeah, they're pretty tough. So we'll just do a walk around this. This is a J170, and of course, you know, a lot of these new aeroplanes now that are coming out have got all Garmin and so forth in them. They're whether you can see inside there. But yeah, these here are far more. they're a bit roomier than what I've got, and because it's got the heavy duty undercarriage on it, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, look, value for money. Honestly, you can't go wrong with a Jabiru, and you know, the team up at Bundaberg are very happy to help you out, that's for sure. They're a great mob. Speaking from experience, and given that I've done quite a bit of work on my Jabiru, parts, all that sort of stuff, the guys at Jabiru, they get it out to you very, very quick. And yeah, being in Australia too, you know, parts are readily available, and you know, a lot of it's just off the shelf stuff. Yeah, they're very good. Honestly, you can't go wrong. And like I said, value for money, top notch. Alright, something I've always been interested in is gyrocopters. Now, I might have enough battery, but yeah, I'll try and get this in before my battery goes flat. But these gyrocopters, the new gyrocopters out, they are something else. They are so much better than the older ones that we know of. I'll just pan around here, have a little look at these, will you? So you have a look at these. They're a great little machine, and yeah, because they're running the Rotax engines in them now too, the 915s and so forth, and yeah, they're great. I know a couple of fellas that own gyrocopters. They absolutely love them. Look, they're great. They're very nimble. They get off the ground very quick. Completely different than the gyrocopters of old, and reliable. They've got all the Garmins and, you know, nav and everything in. Like they're good. You do look, if you didn't want to get there in too much of a hurry, you would definitely do a bit of a trip in one of these. But you know, if you owned a farm or something like that, one of these would be, you know, like a big farm, broad acreage. One of these would be absolutely spot on, I would imagine. Alright, we've got a few campers here. We've got Bushcat, these guys camping up. I think they came a couple of days ago, I think. So yeah, we've got a little Jabiru down the end here, a couple of Cessnas, so forth. It's all sorts of stuff. Sonics over here. I've got to have a look at that a bit later on. They're a cool aeroplane. Oh yeah, and then of course the big job, big tail wheel, Jabiru on the end there, bloody way to go. Alright, I just heard a round of applause from the Bushcat tent, so I wish I'd have been there for that, because I'm guessing they just put the last rivet or the last screw or whatever in, so that's pretty exciting. We might just beeline for there and we'll come back to these other guys later. Alright, so the Bushcat's been finished, and all the girls have got their t-shirts on. 5 days, 25 women, Bushcat build 2026. Yeah, I'll show you this. Panning around here, this is pretty impressive. So there's the girls with their shirts on. There's Mariette. Everyone's got smiles on their faces, so yeah, absolutely. It's yeah, pretty special. Yeah, well done. So we might catch up with a few of these guys a little bit later on when they catch their breath, and maybe catch up with one or two of the girls. So yeah. So, looks like we're going to power this thing up. This will be pretty special. It's all fueled up, turning over, obviously waiting for oil pressure. And the lady that's in the seat, she's going to do the test flight on it. And this should start pretty shortly. So yeah, first of all, you know, you run it up obviously. Or turn it over, I should say. You turn it over and then get oil pressure up. Just make sure all the electronics and all that sort of stuff are all going. And yeah, then you can bang some charge into it and get it going. There we go. Look at that. How good is that, eh? 5 days, 25 girls. put this aeroplane together. That is absolutely brilliant. That is pretty special. So yeah, well done to them all. That is absolutely brilliant. Hats off to them. Now it just needs to lift off and see what these little aeroplanes, they get off the ground pretty quick. Good little style plane. So yeah, there's this. Hugs all around. How good is that? Alright, so James has been running it up and it just looks like it runs and sounds like it just runs beautiful. So yeah. Have a look at this, will you? How cool is that? Right, now, I want to have a look at this Southern Cross. Been trying to get here all day today. Anyway, I've had people pull me up and say g'day and stuff like that. And the fellow that repaired my Jabiru engine when I had an engine bowl break is here. So yeah, I had a good catch up with him, and which was yeah, Richard, and that was pretty cool. Might have a couple of beers with him a bit later on, but we want to have a bit of a look at this. This is something special. So when was this built?
When was this built? From early 1970s until 1987.
Yeah, right. Okay. All right.
Complete.
Do you mind if I have a look inside, or we?
Yes.
We might be in for a bit of a treat here. Now, my father, who passed some years ago, my father actually saw the original and was at a little town called Nil in Victoria.
Yes.
When it landed there.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was a
the
big deal.
Still exists.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's
Yeah.
Brisbane International.
Yeah. No, I've seen the original. So yeah, have a look at this, everyone. This is just
mind you, as long as you're not over tiger country, you can land anywhere. Sort of things.
Even in tiger country.
There's the finish of it. The guys that built this have done a great job, haven't they?
Well,
It's beautiful.
we took out. Well, when we got it, basically it was a shell.
Yeah.
And so we've redone a lot of this. Refurbed it. The seats are the same seats that it came with.
Yep.
And but it's a slightly more modern interpretation of what the original aircraft was.
Yeah.
The rest of it is exactly the same. It is a one-to-one replica.
Yep.
Of the original Southern Cross and the original Fokker F7B3M, except our flight instrumentation and the engine controls are all modern.
Okay.
More modern than 1926.
Yes, right. Okay.
They come from a Piper Navajo.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right. Do we have a quick look in the cockpit?
Yeah.
All right. This is a bit of a treat.
Please do not touch
have a
anything.
look at this. Look at this. Isn't this special? I'll put the camera up here. You'll be able to see it.
Only by invitation.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
All right, that's pretty special. That's very special. And this gentleman here is sort of kind enough to give us a bit of a history on the aircraft, and thank you very much, mate.
You're welcome.
All right, mate. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you. All right. So have a look at this. This is something else. Here, I'll show you around. So, when it had an accident, I didn't realise this replica actually had an accident. This replica's been kicking around for a little while. But yeah, so it damaged all the tailplane here, damaged this wing. So yeah, what did the guy say? Half of this wing disappeared. Yeah, it's just, it was such a shame. Such a shame. So anyway, but it's absolutely beautiful, and it's pretty, I've seen the original. And the original is well, I should say this is pretty close to the original. It's pretty special. So yeah, yeah, with the Jacobs 9-cylinder radials on it. God, I'd love to hear it start up. Hopefully we might in the morning. That'll be awesome. All right, we've got a bit of a crowd behind us, and yeah, we're all going out to watch this little Bushcat take off, and I'm sure it's going to capture a fairly big round of applause, let me tell you. So it's a big deal. It's been just a great achievement. And it starts nice. Well, here we go. 5 days, 25 women. Put this together. How good is this? Excellent, absolutely excellent. Yeah, it looks like we're almost set for takeoff. Okay, well, our fearless pilot has just backtracked on 2-2, and then yeah, she'll be taking off just past us, which will be really cool. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Alright, our aeroplane's in the air, look at that. It must be a bit of a crosswind, because yeah, she's a little bit crossed up, but she's going to come straight over the top of us, which is pretty special. So 5 days and 25 women on a Bushcat. And it's sitting really smooth, it's beautiful. That is very cool. So these guys behind me, they're from Wings Out West, for the Cubs. Now, I've seen these guys a bit, I reckon they were in style, I'm not sure. But yeah, I'll try and catch up with one of them and see what the story is with Wings Out West. And great aeroplanes, style planes, go anywhere, and yeah, anyway, we'll see if we can catch up with a couple of them, eh? Alright, well, I've managed to round up Dan from Wings Out West. Now, mate, just tell us a little bit about Wings Out West, please, if you would.
So, Wings Out West was conceived back in the day, in 2009 I sort of started, registered with the name and everything. I wanted to start an Indigenous flying school up at Perth, just helping young kids out there that don't have access to this kind of thing with flying. And anyway, sadly that never happened because I never moved there and everything. And
that was a
so
good idea.
I started at Dubbo and after I left the Flying Doctor Service, and I started this up as just a live at home dad, and just as a flying school in general, and just offering open for everybody, making everybody welcome. And anyway, with the flavour of just being a tailwheel flying school with Cubs, because Cubs are my passion, and so between Cubs and teaching being my passion, the two things have come together. And we are servicing sort of the whole local community around Dubbo, but it's a lot of people travelling to come to me just because of the lack of tailwheel training, or people who are specifically getting out in the bush.
There's plenty of nose wheel around, but not that many tail wheel.
This is right, yeah, and so it's not really something I thought would take off. I was hoping to teach at least 5 people a year, and so it's really kind of gotten out of control from where I started. And the other thing is, I didn't know what type of people I'd be teaching so much. Like I say, I set out to run this thing as a bit of an Indigenous charity, and when I was very naive when I came up with that idea, I didn't realise how much money I'd need behind me to run a charity and everything. So now it's just like, once it opened up to everybody, I've got, you know, young people, old people. I've had a fair few Indigenous students. I've got lots of female students, which is really great. And all of them are loving the Cub and the tailwheel flying. They've realised there's nothing to fear about it. It's just as easy to learn in the tailwheel as to start in the nose wheel. It just depends what you're starting. It's all very daunting to walk up and fly a plane for the first time. It doesn't matter where the wheel is. And we're really having fun churning out pilots and doing endorsements and having that little bit of bush flying flavour to it, and a bit of a friend group in it as well. Like
well done.
Forming a group, yeah.
No, well done. Based in Dubbo?
Based. I'm actually out of Dubbo Airport. I've got my own little strip on my own farm, but we basically use Dubbo Airport and Narromine still to do circuit training and everything and get the silo, because my strip's a little bit not up to a great standard as far as safety is concerned, probably. So it's nice to have the big open area of a proper airport for all that stuff.
There is no standard.
But this is right, yeah.
No standard. In any way.
Then we don't need an airfield. Don't need an airfield, but just
a bit of flat stuff.
But the student pilot, it probably makes them feel a little bit more comfortable to be at an airport. But when we get into the forced landing stage and precautionary landing stage and all that, I've got several other farms and that of friends where I've got permission to land, and with paddocks, not runways, and we actually take everything to the ground.
Oh, wow.
So like if we do a forced landing, like an engine failure, it's a forced landing. We're going to the ground. And if we do a precautionary landing, we're picking the paddock, we're surveying it, we're looking for everything, and then we're taking it to the ground. Now, the student doesn't have to realise, whether they realise or not, I've surveyed the paddock and I know it already, and I've got permission, but for them, it's a whole unique experience where they really feel like it's a proper practice immersion. It's not going to stop until the plane stops. And so,
well done.
Yeah.
Absolutely well done. And the planes, plural, look absolutely beautiful. And I noticed you got a style sticker on there, mate, Oz style sticker on there, so hopefully we might see you down at Muscantine this year.
I hope so.
give it a bit of a crack. So no, that's good to talk to you anyway, mate.
Nice
and lovely to meet you.
You too.
And all the best with Wings Out West. So anyone, if they're around the Dubbo area especially, you look up this gentleman and Wings Out West, and I think you go a long way to getting your licence, and well done.
Oh, thanks for coming over and for a chat.
Thank you.
Okay.
Good on you, mate.
Cheers.
Yeah, all right, mate. How are you, mate? Now, I ran into this gentleman at Stoll last year, and we had a good old chat. So here we are again now. Tell us about these two aeroplanes, mate. Now you're with Wings Out West.
I am, yes.
Yep.
I've been with them about nearly 5 years now.
Oh, there you go. All right.
Very, very nice flying school. I'll give it a big plug. It's like family.
Yep.
And we specialise in tailwheel and bush flying.
Oh, okay, righto. Yeah, beautiful. I think I need to move to Dubbo.
Yeah.
I need to move to Dubbo.
Well, and don't you worry, we'll get you a nice big set of Shock Monster.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
shocks on your aeroplane.
All right. Now tell us a little bit about this aeroplane, Dan. Well, I don't know whether he scuttled off or what the story was, but no, seriously though, I didn't ask Dan about this plane, so tell us a bit about this aeroplane, mate.
A few years ago it had a little incident, and somebody else was flying it, and it finished up upside down.
Ouch.
And so Dan has rebuilt it, and it's been a big project in the making. And it's been about 4 years, something like that.
Yep.
And the wings had to be rebuilt and recovered, repainted. A lot of work just at the top of the frame there, where it's not a major structure. The actual frame itself survived it beautifully. They're very strong aircraft, the Legend Cup, and they've all got the same fuselage. So this is the Super Cup clone. Mine over here is the J3 clone, but they've got the same fuselage, and so same thickness chromoly. It's all very strong. So whatever Legend you buy, you get a very strong aeroplane.
Yeah.
Because they've all got the same body.
Yep.
Even the wingspan's the same, but this one's got the 0235 115 horsepower engine and an electronic ignition.
Oh, okay, right.
So, and I can fancy dual exhaust.
I can tell the front of this has had a bit of a growth expansion.
Yeah,
and
it's got a beautiful front. That's called the Moac front.
Bulge the bonnet out a bit.
Looks awesome. Dan's done a beautiful job on the cowling here. He's built that all himself.
Yeah, wow.
All the metal work there, all fits so beautifully. He's an absolute perfectionist. He's the best CFI in Australia, I might add. So. He not only builds nice aeroplanes, but he teaches well as well.
Yeah. No, look, I got a real good feeling from Dan, and he just seemed like the nicest bloke, and
He
you know,
is,
you'd
for
almost,
sure.
you know, you'd be more than happy to jump in, I think, with either one of you for that matter, and go for a spin. It takes
I
it.
hate him to say that.
Yeah.
On the front here we've got a sense-inch ground adjustable prop, so
Yep.
if you take that spinner off there, there's a big bracket there which has a hole in the middle of it, and you put a key in, and depending on the key that you use you can adjust the pitch of the prop, and you can get it coarse or fine.
Oh, okay.
I've got mine set to the probably about the finest we'll go to get a bit more torque out of it, and more pulling power on takeoff. And this one's probably a little coarser. I think this one's getting about 85 knots, mine's about 75.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah, beautiful. So yeah, all right. Well, I hope to see you two fellas at Stoll.
I'll be at Luskin Tyre. I'm not sure what Dan's doing there, but yeah.
No, you better just I don't know, kidnap him or something.
Kidnap him.
Kidnap him. That'll be the go. So yeah, all right, mate. No, lovely talking to you again.
You
and,
too. Really, thank you so much.
I'll catch up with you at Luskin Tyre.
Will do.
Good on you, mate. Well, our girl has landed for the first time. Look at this. I bet this girl's got a smile on her face from ear to ear. Awesome. Well, it's the end of the day and it's home time for a couple of cubs. Well, I'm going to pack it in for the night. Well, I'm actually going to catch up with a couple of people and yeah, have a couple of quiet ones. We've got the screen behind us all set up. We're going to have movie night. That's a little bit later on. I think I'm actually going to be in bed by then. There's a couple of people here I really need to catch up with, and yeah, say good day to, and that I haven't seen for a little while. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Tomorrow morning we're heading over to Scone, so yeah, I'll do another one for that. Scone's got the Warbirds over Scone, and I cannot wait to get to that. That'll be so good. So we're going to fly over there early in the morning, but yeah, until then, thanks for watching the video. Make sure you like and subscribe. God bless, and I'll see you on the next one.